So with X-Men Apocalypse coming up very soon, and with Deadpool a couple months behind us, why don't we talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine? Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be telling you what I think of X-Men Origins Wolverine, the movie that practically killed Deadpool. And maybe almost the X-Men franchise. I'm going to be honest though, I actually don't think this movie is as bad as people say. So this is going to be an interesting review, and I'm probably going to get a couple of hate comments and people telling me, what the hell are you talking about? This is one of the worst movies ever made. I think some people over exaggerate, but that's just me. So first of all, we have this movie is dealing with the origins of Wolverine, as you couldn't probably tell from the title. I just wanted to make that clear. And yes, I actually think this is a pretty good origin for Wolverine. I don't think it's the best superhero movie ever made, but I don't think it's the worst either. And I think for me, that's saying a lot. I think, every time I watch this film, I get some enjoyment from it. Look, if you don't this is not like X-Men 2 or the very first X-Men movie, or even Days of Future Past or Deadpool or anything like that. But you can have fun with it, with the goofiness that it comes with. I don't feel that this movie is rushed like X-Men The Last Stand is. X-Men The Last Stand feels like it was lazily done. And this movie, I feel like they were trying to make a really good movie. And whether it succeeds or not is up to the viewer. I feel it didn't succeed all the way, but I felt they did a pretty good job. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, I think no one can deny that he is definitely the highlight of the film. This is, we've grown to know him for 3 movies already. By this point, this is his 4th outing as the character. And he's grown into this role really well. I mean, you don't even see anybody else playing this character. It would be a really tough thing to do for any new actor. And so Hugh Jackman, definitely a highlight. I also gotta say I really enjoyed Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth. Look, the brother angle, I actually like that angle on Sabretooth. The only thing that bothers me is that when you go back and watch the original X-Men, which takes place, years after this, Sabretooth looks very different and doesn't seem to have a high IQ. Well, in this movie, he's very intelligent and very dangerous. And that's what I really liked about Sabretooth in this movie and his dynamic with Wolverine as his brother. Deadpool is going to get a lot of hate, and maybe deservingly so. Maybe this is something that I won't defend because, the first portion of the movie where he's actually played by Ryan Reynolds, that's actually the version that I think a lot of people like, and that's the version that I like, where Ryan Reynolds is like telling all these jokes, and then later in the movie he comes back as a reject Mortal Kombat character. For what it's worth, though, I actually liked the fight scene at the end of the movie, but if you didn't tell me who Deadpool was and all that, which at the time I didn't know much about Deadpool, so forgive me for enjoying it at the time. But I understand now. I understand much better who the character of Deadpool is. And I understand if a fan hates this at the end here, I will not argue with them. But I still enjoyed the ending because I thought the action was really cool. Even though it seemed like some all-out Mortal Kombat annihilation type crap, I still had a fun time watching it. So we can't go into this movie even more without talking about Taylor Kitsch as Gambit. I think he's one that some people forget about, and I was actually one of the fans that was not angry, but kind of disappointed when Fox was moving ahead with a Gambit movie, but with Channing Tatum in the lead role playing Gambit, because I actually like Taylor Kitsch, and I actually, just like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, you can't blame the actor for the material that was given to him. He's very underused in this movie, but for what little we got of him, I thought he was really good. I really liked the character of Gambit in this movie, and I wish that we would have got to see a little bit more of him. Maybe he should have appeared a little bit more earlier on, but what we got is what we got. The rest of the supporting characters are fine too. I think they all serve their purpose somewhat, some a little bit more comedic than others. But yeah, the cast, no problem. There's a couple of other characters in the movie that are more like Easter eggs, and for what it's worth, whatever. The special effects, I am going to admit, are definitely one of the weakest links of this film, and unfortunately, they can be pretty good at times, but then there's times where they actually feel like a cartoon. I remember the bathroom scene where Wolverine gets his claws out, the metal claws for the first time. I remember thinking, that looks like Who Framed Roger Rabbit type animation there. I do have to give props to the score though. I think the score, especially during the opening credit scenes, the opening credits are great. Going as you see Wolverine and Sabretooth going through time. It was great seeing all that. And the score during that scene was really cool. I think the score throughout the film was actually pretty damn good. Much better than X-Men 3, that's for sure. A lot of people feel that the beginning portion of this movie, the first hour, is good, and then the second hour falls apart. I kind of disagree with that because I do think there are some scenes in the second portion that still work. And like I said earlier, I did enjoy the final battle with Wolverine teaming up with Sabretooth to defeat the Mortal Kombat Annihilation Deadpool. I didn't see anything wrong with that, but I understand if fans do because I get it. I get that you didn't want to see Deadpool like that, but for what it's worth, I feel the movie is pretty entertaining in a cheeseball sort of way. You know, if you don't take it too seriously and just have fun with what it is, I think this is not Batman and Robin bad. Or Superman 4: The Quest for Peace bad. I think this is it's better than the Fantastic Four films. It's better than a lot of really bad films. This is like maybe on the borderline of almost truly terrible, but it isn't. I think there is enjoyment to have from this movie, and I wish people would really take a step back and okay, maybe we can have fun with it if we're a little bit high or drunk or something like that. So, I don't know. I'm going to suggest to give this movie another chance. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Definitely not the strongest X-Men movie, but definitely not the worst. And maybe you'll have a better time if you just have fun with it and don't take it too seriously. I think there's some enjoyment here and some good stuff that they tried to work with. Some failed, some didn't. And that's all I can say on the matter. I liked it, and that's my opinion. I know a lot of people, how they feel about this movie. I've seen a lot of hate on this film, but I've seen some okay comments as well, and that's really cool. So tell me, guys, what's your thoughts on X-Men Origins Wolverine? Let's admit it, though, the second Wolverine movie is a little bit better. So until next time, guys, I'm ending it here. Take care. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you disagree with me, still like it anyways, because that's always cool. And support me. And share my video as well, because, yeah, the more the merrier. I mean, let people know, hey guys, look at this idiot talking about X-Men Origins Wolverine, that he liked it. Like, what the hell? And I'll have fun with the comments if I get hate comments on that. And until next time, peace out.